What's up, y'all? So we back at it again with another look, and I have this beautiful chocolate model here. So you already know we starting off with the brows, and I'm using the Morphe pencil in the style Java. And I'm also using my concealer palette by Graftobian. Concealer palettes are easier for me because I'm like sometimes when I do traveling gigs, it's easier to just take a palette versus, the whole little concealer stick. So I'm taking a shade, as you already know, that's 2 tones lighter than her for underneath her brows. A shade that's her foundation shade on the top. Before you move on to the next process, make sure that you always check your brows from a distance to see if they're even and if they look right. So now taking my favorite toner, Bioderma, and I'm just wiping the face completely. As I let this sit, I'm going to blend down the rest of the concealer that I use. Going in with the Morphe James St. Patrick collection. Is it St. Patrick? I don't know this boy name. I think so. So yeah, I'm going to take the orange shade, and then I'm going to take the brown shade, and I'm just packing that color on into her crease, and it's like kind of like a little darker than her. I'm also taking a darker brown, and I'm just packing that color on top. So I layered it to make it look like a nice transitional blend. And you see I'm going in with a smaller brush, and I'm doing like an orange, then that neutral brown, and then that dark brown. So it's going to just build up the intensity of the eyeshadow look before I apply the cut crease color. Going back into my concealer palette, now I'm taking a real light concealer shade, and I'm just going to cut the crease using a flat brush. I always make my clients look up when I apply it so that way I can see where their crease ends. That way when they look up, it doesn't transfer over. Now I'm taking a shimmer shade from that same palette. It's like a light shimmer shade, champagne look. And I'm buffing out the edges so that way everything looks complete. Now I'm taking my Colourpop primer. I think this is the high something. I forget the name, y'all. It's going to be in the description. But I'm making sure that I, spread it all throughout her skin. Now taking the MAC Studio Fluid. Sorry if my camera get a little shaky. And this is the shade NC60. So it's one of their new shades. And I'm just taking that and I'm pressing it into the skin. I don't take a lot when I'm starting off because, as you all may know, that I don't like to have cake looks. Taking my MAC concealer palette, I'm just going to take a shade that's 2 tones lighter than her. And I'm going to put that in her highlighted areas using my Peaches and Cream flat foundation brush, my fave. Now taking my sponge, I'm just pressing that product in. Now taking black opal, I think this is the shade Amber, or I think so. And I'm just using that to put warmth back into her face, so it's kind of like a contour. So I'm taking that same brush I put the foundation with, and I'm taking that to blend this so that way, everything blends properly. And after I finish, I'm going to take that same sponge, and I'm just going to make sure that everything is evenly blended. So I'm going back in with a concealer sponge, and I'm just making sure everything blended properly. Now for her nose, and you see I used, the concealer sponge, so it's going to make everything even out. Now using my favorite setting powder, this is the Dermaplane Translucent. I'm just going to press that in to all the places I concealed. Using Maybelline's eyeliner, I'm using that to tightline the eyes. You already know if you've seen my last video why I do this. Apply the lashes. Make sure when you apply lashes, it's easier if you have your clients look down than pop them on instead of close. And these lashes are from Kiss. Now I just created like a little, how would I describe this? So I use eyeshadow, and then I used the eyeshadow primer, and I created like this cream version of this lime shade to put in her waterline, and also, you know, just to add a little color. Going in with my Skin Mineralized powder from MAC in the shade Dark Deep. I'm just going to use that to swipe off all the setting powder that I use. When she keep looking at the camera like that, it make me feel like I did a good job with the color shade. You know, with that lime green. It's real cute. So now going in with my Cozett contour powder palette. And I'm just going to take like that warm and reddish type of shade just to warm up the face and contour with just a little bit to set that contour. Also going to go down the sides of her nose. And this is just lightly. Like I said, I don't like that cake look. I want everything to still look even. And as you already know, I sprayed my sponge with the setting spray. Just to add a little warmth in the space, I'm taking Sunpower by MAC, and I'm just going to press that in too, just to add a little bit more warmth. You know, you can never go wrong with bronzer. Taking that same eyeshadow color that I used to create the cream, I'm just going to take the powder form, and I'm just going to press that in the corner of the eye. Then I'm also going to just intensify it and add it to the cream color to pop the look more. Going in with my favorite lip liner, Chestnut by MAC. I'm just going to line her lips, but I'm keeping the liner inside. As you can see, she has full lips, so you don't want to make them look any bigger. You want to keep that liner on the actual line of the lips. And I'm just taking the brush now, and I'm blending that out to make it look real nice and ombre. Taking peachstock in my lipstick palette that I created. I'm just going to use that, and I put it in the center of her lips. I also took a mix of Creme D'nude, and it's just going to make this perfect ombre look. To blend that lipstick evenly, you see I'm just pressing it into the lips, and I'm also having her blot her lips. Pressing it in makes it blend evenly and just makes it look very, very nice and clean. Now just to make it pop, I'm just going to add VivaGlam gloss. I forget what number of VivaGlam this is, but it's the old one. But I'm just adding it on top because it's just going to complete the look with this glitter. Nice shade. Finishing off the look with mascara and a tad bit of blush because I already used, you know, I like the little bronzer. Just to bring a little color in it, just to make it a little baby doll look. This was a gift, a jouer palette that has a highlight, blush, and a little bronzer. Now setting it with setting spray, and look how gorgeous she look. Oh my god. So cute. But anyways, thank you all for watching, and I got, you know, more videos coming soon. Hope you enjoyed this look. Like, comment, and subscribe. Mwah.